Well, we have had the appetizers last weekend, Thursday night, Friday night, but now it is time for the whole meal, the whole shebang. It is a full Saturday of college football here in the Big Ten, and we bring it to you live from Kinnick Stadium to start today. 25th ranked Iowa playing Illinois State. Drew Stevens with the kickoff, and will Illinois State have a chance to return? They will not. The ball flies over the head of Jalen Carr. And so, it is Illinois State taking out third and long. And 3rd and 9 is the down. They have 8 starters officially back on that defense. And a pass! And Nick Jackson got a little fingertip on it, perhaps. It was intended for Daniel Sobkowitz for... LeSean Johnson has come into the game. He's in the backfield. Weegens in motion. Illinois State sends pressure, and an incomplete pass for Luke Lachey. There's some murmurs that here he is getting his right leg rolled up on in that previous play. Limped off the field. No pressure on his right leg, but a completed pass to Daniel Sobkowitz. First down of the game, and Sobkowitz in his third. Jake Rubley at quarterback at some point in time, but Rittenhouse now has the Redbirds moving a little bit. Quick pass and caught and out of bounds along the sideline. Transfer from Kansas State. Xavier Lloyd with his first catch at Illinois.
Block well.
Now on 2nd and 7. The ball's out quickly, and the ball's in the hands of Iowa. Interception. Jamari Harris. 6 career interceptions. What do you know? A turnover forced by the Hawkeye defense.
Jamari Harris is the most gifted one-on-one cover corner that these Iowa Hawkeyes have. I referenced how the coverage loosened up a little bit on the previous plays. Jamari Harris.
93 yards rushing last year. And a long look. Jacob Gill was in motion. And the pass to Addison Estrenga. It's a catch, and it's just Tony Peterson again, their offensive coordinator. And to the left side, Castro rips the ball out. It was a first down picked up by Winker's right, but Castro dislodged it. He created the turnover. Ultimately, it's recovered by T.J. Hall. First an interception by one corner, then a recovered fumble by another.
Quintessential Iowa Hawkeye execution. Multiple black shirts around the football, stacking up the ball carrier, and then from there, you see that swarm from the Hawkeye defense at the 2nd and 3rd level coming to strip the football away. Getting into rhythm.
Tim Lester told us yesterday he's starting to look like himself a little more in the last week and a half after being skittish anytime that there was contact near his knee, players near his knee during fall camp. Pass to the right side is caught.
Striking territory. Yes, a touchdown would have been nice to take this opportunity for 3.
So it's Drew Stevens on a 41-yard attempt. Ty Nissen is the holder. And the kick is on the way for Stevens outside of 40 yards. He struggled last year, but he doesn't struggle on easy. But our staff will do a great job, and our players have great veteran leadership. And I told them the players are the one who decide the game on Saturday. And the crowd helps too, and they're in full voice right now on 3rd and long, and it's broken up. Nicely done by Kyler Fisher. Going empty. Don't expect to see this happen too much this year for Tim Lester's offense, but a little wrinkle and a completion and a first down. Luke Lachey up to the 45-yard line on 3rd down, a conversion.
The timing.
In high school in Rock Rapids, Iowa, way up northwest. McNamara, he's under pressure, throwing off the back foot, throwing away. Jalen Gaines, the jack, and that 3-4 look defensively for the Redbirds.
More of the traditional pocket passer. Rittenhouse provides more mobility from the position.
8 games last year, 5 in 2022. He's made 5 total starts in his time with the Redbirds. Now, Mason King went out of the game early with an injury against lineman for Illinois State. 23 starts, 2nd team all-conference last year. And with a declined penalty and 3rd down, Iowa slams the door shut on a Seth Platts run.
Guys, then of course Kirk Ferentz steps in. My last 2 years playing for Coach Ferentz.
McNamara fakes it to Moulton, and it is a pass on the slant caught, and all the way up to midfield This is the first Iowa football game today not coached by either Coach Fry or Ferentz since 1978. This is a 3rd down and 3 run, and Iowa is held with just a 1-yard pickup by Kamari Moulton.
I was talking about that Iowa offensive line.
And then off the edge, a play is made. Kamari Moulton, though, second effort. I thought he lunged it inside the 40-yard line, but they're spotting him a little poorly in my estimation, but short of the 40, and it's a hold on 4th down. Illinois State defense, their top 7 tacklers from last season return, and they just had a big hold, and here is a catch by Dylan Lord, a walk-on true freshman, and tight ropes the sideline, and this is into Iowa, which is obviously Castro is going to have a chance to shine. He's had a forced fumble already in this game today, and it's an overthrow. 3rd down and long, Rittenhouse.
Guess who's in coverage? And in recent years here, as great as they've been in defense and special teams.
Deshaun Williams picked up the blitz, the pass by McNamara, Jacob Gill with the catch, and then lowering the boom on.
There's a lot of verbiage, there's more motion than we're accustomed to seeing with Iowa.
Pressure off the edge, McNamara got it away, but incomplete. Gerhard in coverage. Kessler brought pressure.
Anderson did not dress for the game today either. He's been a bit banged up in the preseason.
Good punt by Reese Dakin, fumble the football. Contreras back there got that ball back despite all 7 quarterback pressures Deontay Craig did last year. Career 11 sacks. That, though, was a gain of 2. And now the pass to Sobkowitz. And Sobkowitz makes Jamari Harris miss in space and then scoots up the sideline and has a 1st down. That's near. The Hawkeye 3 receiving yards last year. Makes a 19-yard reception there. And Rittenhouse, and the ball is out as he's sacked, and it's recovered. Aaron Graves strikes again. He recovered the fumble. But the air's already been let out of the balloon once by a penalty today, maybe again.
10-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Redbirds 1 of 6 today on 3rd down. And a low snap won't help them convert this 3rd down. Rittenhouse did well to dig it out, but the bad snap certainly put that play off on a bad foot, and the footwork of Rittenhouse wasn't able to complete anything or create anything afterwards.
As he got into scramble mode, he was trying to. So yes, the passing attack, that's where you want the biggest leap if you're a Hawkeye fan.
And there's something in the passing attack. When you need something in the passing attack, throw it to the tight end, Luke Lachey, inside the 45 of those. And one of the things I want to see a 2-minute drill. And they've got that opportunity now with the ball inside of 2 minutes. And in good territory here in the Illinois State half of the field, Jacob Gill with the catch. Keandre Jackson with the tackle immediately, but that moved.
Tim Lester referenced.
Transfer from Northwestern certainly is going to have an impact. McNamara looked for a long time and then has a lane to run. And he dives for the 1st down inside the 15. Officially a scramble of 12 yards, put it down to the 14. And
those slight nuances in the run scheme are different for Iowa this season.
Deion Parks made the tackle there, and a pass to the goal line. Incomplete, looking for Ortworth.
Football's in.
28 yards to go with a 41-yard make. Tightness and holds for Drew Stevens, the junior from North Augusta, South Carolina. And Drew Stevens has the points today for Iowa with a pair of made.
He doesn't know the system as well yet.
13 games, 126 pass attempts. Another run here for Winkers right. It's beyond the 40, and that will move the chains. A 1st down for Winkers. Illinois State content rather than to attempt a 2-minute drill to just run the ball, pick up a 1st down, and let the final seconds go off the clock.
Really impressive young man is Winkers Wright. Earned his degree from Illinois State in 3 years. Extremely hard worker on the field and in the classroom.
You just saw the breakdown of the number of plays and the yards. Yes, there's balance, but 3.6 rushing yards per carry. Obviously, there's aspirations for more than that. Iowa won today's opening toss and deferred, so they have the ball here to start the second half, and they'll begin from their own.
With free yardage.
And instead of the 25, they start out at the 40, and looking left and caught and upended is Ostrenga. Ostrenga shared the lead in receptions on this Iowa team with Nico Reganey last year, and that reception moves the sticks right to mid. He loves 12 personnel, and that's the case right now. McNamara throws. Reese Vanderzee, true freshman. Anthony, get out your map and look all the way up in the northwest corner. He will now go all the way out to the wide side of the field. They've gone empty here with the 5 wideout set. And McNamara throwing. Oh, nicely done. Luke Lachey, a catch, absorbs a hit, and has a first and goal. 19 yards to Luke Lachey, and Ostrenga or Lachey. They're both out there, but sliding to make the grab with a welcome to Iowa football moment. Touchdown, Reese Vanderzee.
Scoring his first career touchdown as a Hawkeye. Off play action. And the eye discipline of McNamara is a part of what.
Hawkeyes go for 2, and again it's a roll to the right side, and this time it's incomplete. Pass for Luke Lachey for the 2-point conversion. Dylan Gerhardt, he broke it up. Third downs have been difficult today, to say the least. This is a manageable one, and Rubley put the ball on target, but the bobble, it was caught by the tight end, Mitch Bartle. But Kyler Fisher with the tackle, and at that bob. Vanderzee, then Lachey, and then Vanderzee with the finishing touches. That masterpiece of a drive by McNamara and company. Marker down, throwing the ball to Vanderzee. Coverage by Tion Parks. Jacob Gill is in motion. And Caleb Johnson has room to run. Almost plowed right up into the umpire before taking on defenders at the second level. Ultimately excited and happy about how the offensive unit has accepted him, and they're excited about the opportunity to run something new, and they'll be more excited with plays like this. Luke Lachey down to the 31-yard line of the Redbirds, and the chains move again. 207 pounds. Tim Lester said he can run an average route, but just get it near him and he'll catch it. Roll out, throw, McNamara for the end zone, and Jacob Gill! His first Iowa touchdown. Nicely done, 31 yards. The lead is 18 points.
McNamara's playing with at this point in the game. So much of it set up off of run action, not even a hard play action fake, but then just sort of an effortless flick of the wrist, feeding it to Jacob Gill behind multiple defenders.
4 touchdown passes in 5 games last year before the left knee injury for Cade McNamara. 2 today.
He violently get off that block to make a play.
1 of 8 on third down. This one's converted, however, on 3rd and 1. Falling over the 35 to the 37. Josh Robinson.
You don't know where a blitzer might come or where the coverage might dictate you go with the ball.
And they converted a 3rd and 1, but 3rd and 14 is not good. Ethan Herkett on pressure, and ultimately Brian Allen makes the play. Max Llewellyn also part of that pressure package.
Bad childhood.
So disappointing. There's a 3rd down run, and Moulton bounces off the initial contact, and the lunge off that tackle attempt by Keandre Jackson, beg you.
2 off ball, the 2 up near the edge. You don't know for sure what their responsibility is at the snap of the football.
They're down and short. They need 2. And it comes out of the hands of Cade McNamara with a lot of pace, and it's off the hands of Jarriett Bowie, the new starting quarterbacks. Luke Altmaier in Illinois, and Cade McNamara back in the saddle again for Iowa. Here's a jump ball and caught. Nicely done by Xavier Lloyd as he wins the jump ball. Well, now you hear the Iowa faithful. The crescendo of noise grows on 3rd and 10. Low throw caught short of the first down. Xavier Lloyd from Blue Springs, Missouri, and to Anthony's point a moment ago, a case.
Don't have some yards after the catch to move the sticks. You'll go for the 4, yes.
So 4th and 4. Rittenhouse off target. Incomplete. teams like that can really benefit from that based on past track record if there had been a 12-team playoff. McNamara. And Zastrenga. Oh, that's nice. Fans like that, you love to see tough tight end running after the catch.
These campuses, there's a lot of excitement about it.
Ortworth's in right now at tight end. And McNamara is under pressure, got away from Kessler. And then he's able to find Ortworth. Well, McNamara made the play by eluding the rush. And Nick Kessler and Ortworth, really good hands on that play as well. And now McNamara throwing. Oh, Reese Vanderzee! High points to football. He was the bigger, stronger, tougher young man right there. And a second touchdown for the true freshman.
Well, Cade McNamara is the only one who's able to hear Tim Lester in his headset. But I'd be very curious to hear how Tim Lester sounded as that play was initially developing.
I mean, everything Tim told us yesterday has proven to be true. They know the tendencies of the other team. They know where the ball is going to go, where the running plays are going to go. So, of course, they're there to make all of those tackles. A push out of bounds by Cohen Entringer after the catch was made on the...
How to play and have fun. And they are certainly having fun, not only on the field, but also on the sidelines as well, Mark.
Oh, and Williams caught it, fumbled it, and it looked like Illinois State was there to recover, but jumping back in, the sure hands of tight end Addison Ostrenga.
Additional pressure that comes with taking over the leadership of this offense.
Oh, this opens up for Caleb Johnson. Johnson stays on his feet at the line of scrimmage, and then all the way, touchdown, Caleb Johnson. Through an attempt to bring him down at the line, then he was off to the races.
This looks just slightly different than what Iowa fans have come accustomed to during Kirk Ferentz's time here. The path of the O-line, yes, they're still moving in unison for that zone blocking scheme, but as opposed to a lateral charge, it's more of a vertical charge, kind of a 45-degree step, advancing on the opposing defense, moving that front seven against their...
For the folks who love the idea of halftime adjustments, this is certainly a compelling case for halftime adjustments.
The halftime
FCS Missouri Valley Football Conference opponent, Illinois State. And the Redbirds complete a pass here. Dylan Lord along the far sideline for a first down.
One thing that ended up develop in the months to come.
Rittenhouse, down he goes. Brian Allen. Sophomore. Phil Parker expressed a lot of optimism about the... And here is trouble. Aiden Futch under pressure, and he had to eat it and tries to run. And then ultimately, we'll see if this is fourth down and tackle or fourth down run by Futch and fumble. The helmet has come off.
Rolling on the field.
The thing went haywire. I was bringing it off the edge. He decides to tuck it. Futch tries to pick up the first down. He was going nowhere fast. Multiple Iowa punt return defenders converge on him. Get the football away.
You see Kyler Fisher, Rex Roth.
So they got a chance to look at McNamara, look at Brendan Sullivan, watch Tim Lester call plays for them. The offense looked bad on that day in front of the Iowa fan base. There's been a lot of concern in the weeks since then.
But 7 for 107 for the two starters at wide receiver. And Reese Vanderzee adds a little bit more. Vanderzee with the catch. Got bumped out of bounds. Iowa had a 6-0 lead with 2 field goals in the first half, but Cade McNamara, along with receivers Reese Vanderzee and Jacob Gill, have been brilliant in the second half, and so is running back Caleb Johnson, who has his second touchdown in half number 2. With 5:48 to go, Caleb Johnson has run for 64 and now for 18 on touchdown runs here in the final quarter of the game.
most talented running back Iowa has access to is Caleb Johnson. He's been banged up at times throughout his career, but when he is healthy, he's as good a difference maker as Iowa has access to. And this offensive line imposing their will on the game. Illinois State did a really nice job in the first half, holding up against blocks.
And to stay upright and in bounds. And 40.
That us into the future.
This is Beckham Pellant into the game. Freshman quarterback, and throwing and completing that for a first down.
Admittedly, a decent bit since the announcement was made. And, you know, no one knows for sure if that's the period on the end of the sentence, but the hope for the Iowa athletic department is certainly that them self-imposing this one-game suspension on Kirk Ferentz for the infraction is where the NCAA will.
Release time there. Went on Black Friday in Lincoln. Oh, lost ball here by the freshman quarterback, Beckham Pellant. And it has been a day of a lot of turnovers, and there's one more to end it. That is Caden Crawford, sophomore from Lansing, Kansas.
Or two who tried to convince Phil Parker to go up into the broadcast booth, come up on the press level, just to keep him safe.
And a running play here for Max White. Max White did have one touchdown last year in the 3 carries that he had, the junior from Cedar Rapids. And he
I so enjoyed. I mean, the conversations were great yesterday with Kirk and Seth Wallace and Tim Lester, Phil Parker. We had a lot of good chats yesterday. And this game, you know, one of the things that the coaches stressed, you're nervous about an opener. It's big unknown. Going to learn a lot in this first game, and it took a while to get things pointed in the right direction. But it's going to be a shutout win for Iowa. Their last one was last November against Rutgers, and they've got another one here against Illinois State, who has better days to come with a good team in the Missouri Valley Football Conference. But the Hawkeyes win this one today as the final seconds tick off a 40-0 victory.
The Redbirds will still show themselves as one of the best teams in the MVC as they move forward with their season. Really game for a half.